Yo, what up? Everything okay? Good. It was getting overloaded earlier, but I think I got it into Butter Zone. Yeah, so what are we doing today? Well, I'll tell you, we're playing more Trials of Mana. Or as it's known, Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana! We gotta say it like Charlotte would, dude. With the ooh, what's this language? Of course, Kevin and Charlotte do have the same antagonist, and Kevin is a werewolf, and Charlotte is a little girl that's a clown, who's apparently 15. Yeah, her parents kind of got kidnapped by fairies, and then, well, she was living in Brooklyn at the time, and had to leave there due to the state wanting to seize her. Actually, the state kind of made her live with her grandpa. And she never got over that Brooklyn Rage accent. Yeah, Charlotte's Brooklyn Rage reminds me of Joey Wheeler, guys. Well, last time we got revenge on Bill and Ben for kidnapping the prince. And then Belladonna taught us about bazongas. Yeah, I'd like Belladonna to teach me about bazongas. Unfortunately, we have Jude for that. Teach me about bazongas, Belladonna! No. Yeah, but if you like Belladonna and think she's sexy, you're technically a furry, since she's actually a cat. She's a Nekomata, you see. Which is a type of cat with a split tail that turns into a human, and eats people. And is also evil. Or at least so the Japanese legends go. As it turns out, the OG cat people are very scary and are not cute at all. So it might be a mistake for Elon Musk to genetically engineer cat girls, you see. Even though I know a lot of people would probably like that, it might result in Nekomatas being created. And we can't have any of that, guys. That's really dangerous. Anyway, as it turns out, the Black Rabbite is available in all paths, but it's like the highest level monster ever. Yeah, but if you beat it, you get the 0 MP skill, which is not very useful when you're playing the game for the first time like I am. But it does carry over to New Game Plus. Also, Black Rabbite is like level 83 and is super duper strong. And I went into the wrong direction like a scrub because I wasn't paying attention. Watch out for the area of effect attack. If you're having trouble, just press roll. Yeah, this is not like Dark Souls, guys. All you gotta do to dodge an enemy's attack is press roll or jump. In fact, you should jump like a kangaroo all the time in battle. Yeah, that's what battles have devolved into these days. You know, I kind of wish there was more games like this. It's a shame that Trials kind of dropped off after the terrible PS2 game. But now it's starting to see a bit of a revival. In fact, this game is basically made because Secret of Mana was so bad, and Square Enix was like, damn, people really didn't like the Secret of Mana remake. Let's make a game that's actually good now. So you're probably wondering what we're doing at the beach. Well, for one, we want to observe our settings and enjoy our time at the beach as a sexy anime girl. Like Reese is. With that boob window in her armor, that's not very practical to armor, by the way. You're not supposed to have that. But in a fight, it doesn't matter. But in a fight, what really matters is not how buff and strong you are, even though that will certainly give you an advantage. It's about how smart you are. And if you can hit the enemy's weak points and disable them from moving, or do things like knee them in the groin or strike them in the throat, well, you'll be able to defeat him pretty easily. Right, so what I'm supposed to do is bring out the flute. And you see, Reese's armor is more suited for fast movement. And being able to get that lance in. Even though nobody uses lances anymore. All because modern guns exist. And lances are just very impractical when faced with that.
Please, take us to Dusk Moon Forest, Vuskov. Beastmen!
Alright, so where's the area? Alright, so we're gonna have to make quite a trip.
I'm so strong. I'm worried.
They don't eat little kids. Why?
But Charlotte, you're not a little kid. You're 15. That makes you practically an adult. You said so earlier in the game. You know, during your prologue. I wonder when we're gonna run into Gourmand and the Crimson Wizard again. But actually, we probably aren't going to because we picked Reese as the main character. Sure, we might encounter some minions that are on the other people's campaigns. But for the most part, we're actually not gonna have to fight other people. Except for the main character's main enemies. Because at the Sanctuary Mana, you see the enemies of the main character kill the other two enemy forces. So we're gonna fight the Dark Majesty. Which I'm not sure about him. But I know Belladonna is quite the looker. Not quite as sexy and cool as Angela, though. I highly recommend picking Angela's dark classes. They're her most sexy classes, you see. And also they're really powerful. Her light classes are very powerful too. So it's basically a win-win no matter which one you pick. But her dark class has the Ancient Curse attack, which, while it takes a while to cast, it's really powerful. Moonlight Town, Mintas, huh? Seems like an elfin village to me.
I was worried when we heard beastmen lived here, but they aren't doing any harm. The townsfolk seem friendly at least.
Not all beastmen share the same ideas as the invasion force. We are lucky to find a town to rest in that accepts us.
Oh, yes we are. Hey, look, there's our little buddy, little cactus. Hi, little cactus. That'll put us on the path to the next prize. Find 2 more for a prize. Yes, and we definitely missed little cactuses along the way. That's okay, though. When we learn to fly, I'll just look for them off camera. And try to find some. No, you're probably not gonna like that, but, you know, whatever. Two gold item seeds, that's really good. That's rather nice. Silver item seed, yeah, give me all the item seeds. These beastmen aren't like the other ones, are they? They seem like generic NPCs with elf ears. Alright, that's a lot of lucre. Hey, we got an achievement! Treasure Seeker. I assume that's because we sought so many treasure chests out. Right, so what we should do is probably buy some weapons and armor. Here, there are pots over there. I'll break those. There's nothing inside. Yeah, that's very much like my soul. There's nothing inside. It's empty and void of life.
Welcome! Lots of wares to browse.
Okay, so we got the old armor for sale, which is really unusual. Yeah, we got like 50k gold.
Oh, good choice.
I love shopping.
Moogle Smock?
Good choice.
Good work.
Yes, that's the Moogle from Final Fantasy, guys.
Oh, good choice.
I had wanted this.
Come again.
I'm glad we have so much money. I just have a stupid amount of money for right now.
Oh, good choice.
I'll make use of this.
May as well buy the stuff with higher stats.
Oh, good choice.
Ooh, exciting.
Guess I'll get these.
This is useful.
Come again.
And we blew through most of our cash pretty quickly. So equipment is getting a little pricey. But that's okay, I'll just grind off camera. I'll just grind off camera at the end of this chapter to get more gold and hopefully some item seeds. At least I really want some new item seeds. It seems a lot of the good gear is tied to it. I know that in the end game, your good gear is actually tied to the rainbow seeds that you find. Yeah, you also don't get those until end game. Yeah, you see, the Beastmen have been persecuted by humans for a long time and wanted to take up arms against humanity. Yeah, they were persecuted because they're furries, you see. And furries are known for being degenerates. Which is why the Beastmen are willing to take up arms against humanity to protect their degenerate way of life from the humans who don't quite accept furries, you see. This place also has perpetual twilight, but nobody's a furry. Weird. Maybe Kevin's story explains it more. Alright, we didn't plant our seeds, but that's okay. I'll probably plant them at the end of the episode. Yeah, there's like 5 different item seeds you get. There's the basic ones, the silver ones, the gold ones, the question mark ones, which are very important because they give you the class change items. And of course the rainbow ones, which give ultimate gear. Of course, the level of your seed pot does determine the quality of items you get. So keep that in mind, okay?
The moonstone should be located here, in this forest. I don't like it here. Are you sure this forest isn't haunted? I'll take beastmen over ghosts any day, thank you.
Hey Angela, don't freak out over ghosts. You're a skilled mage, you can handle it. Yeah, I'm not kidding either. She's like the S tier character of the game. Yeah, can't get any more candy. They're too high. We have too many of them. Dark Batmo. Yes, it's like Batmo, but with fundamental differences. Yeah, remember, you're supposed to change your class before you come here, guys. Beastmen are very powerful enemies.
I could defeat any enemy.
Ooh, we got some training points. Alright, which stat do I want to invest in? Yeah, you can have some spirit in. Guess you can have a little bit of strength. Not much else to invest in, really. Here. You can have some... You can have some luck and a little bit more stamina. There you go. It's important to allocate your skill points wisely. Yo, little cactus is up there. How do we get up there? Looks like there's a place to go over here.
This enemy will fall easily.
Remember to do your light, heavy combo. Like I'm doing.
A triumph!
Trust me, you're gonna need to do that. Because enemies get a little too tank, get a little more defense, get a little tougher later on. Climb up this tree and... Hi, little cactus. And that makes 19 of him. I know we missed some, but that's okay. There are some that do carry over on New Game Plus, by the way. Because there's apparently some that only show up during... Well, some of them have locations that change between which characters you pick. You see? Right, this is back at the beginning of the stage. We want to continue going. Oh, can we go in these waters? Nope, they're a little too dangerous for that. Let's keep going. Gotta explore every little nook and cranny. You never know what you might miss. Such as this. Ah, we have too much chocolate. Yeah, it's important to not be super greedy about chocolate. Beastmen and specters.
Do not let easy targets cloud your judgment.
Watch out for the move. Good thing that... Good job, Angela.
We have to find the moonstone.
Yes, we must get to the stone before someone activates it.
Hey, don't worry, we're doing fine. Oh, silver item seed, cool. That's helpful. We're doing fine, Reeds in it. We're doing fine, guys. Another werewolf.
Let's get this over with.
Good job, you killed him in one hit. See how powerful Angela is? I highly recommend picking her and Kevin.
We have improved
By the way.
greatly.
Oh good, we got the double XP bonus. Cool. Yeah, that's the reward you get for finding... You get 15 little cactus and you get double XP bonuses.
Hostile entities, be
Let's
careful!
pick more wolfmen. They're furries and they're trying to make us into... They're trying to do stuff to our pretty girls, guys. I'm just kidding, I'll stop making furry jokes.
Okay.
I'm sure they're perfectly fine beastmen, they're just...
Okay.
I'm sure I'll stop making furry jokes eventually.
Dog. I don't like it here.
Hey, chill out, Charlotte. It's okay. This area's not too bad. Sure, there's a few ghosts and werewolves all about. And I guess that makes things kind of spooky. There's also vampire bats in the air. Oop, I don't want to get hit. He's using Kevin techniques on us.
Too bad. Don't underestimate Charlotte.
Good, more XP. Let's keep looking around.
It is unwise to get in our way.
We messed up the combo. There we go. Got him.
A triumph.
See, you don't have to worry too much about your party members. Except maybe in the boss fights. They can take care of themselves. Of course, that fight against the killer door was kind of nonsense. You know, the wall fight with that demon wall. The Viking helm. Yep, that sounds like a Reese item. Yes, we're giving her that. I hope we don't run into any more ghosts along the way. That'd be super spooky, guys. Oh hey, treasure chest. Our enemy is gonna ambush me here. Ah, no. It's just a candy. I was honestly expecting something a little bit better.
This enemy will fall easily.
Watch out for the AoE attack.
Evil gate. You wish.
Nope, nope. Don't want to be in that area.
Be gone.
See, Angela has this technique. You're probably wondering why Angela's not blowing through all her MP at once. Well, she has a skill equipped that makes it so that she sometimes doesn't use MP for her attacks, which is actually really helpful.
It is unwise.
Oh, watch out for the furries. Good job. We pwned the furry.
We have to find the moonstone.
Good. We got the boat. We got another.
We must get to
Good,
the
we
stone
got-
before someone activates it.
Let's keep looking around. Hey, doggos.
Be careful!
Okay.
Yeah, but doggos are not really that spooky unless they're big black dogs. You know, that like Sir Leopold was.
Nothing.
You remember Dragon Quest VIII? Oh, we got bonus XP. X2. The little cactus is helping us already. Can you believe he has a 3X one, too?
Be gone.
It's over.
You wish.
It's important to do the combo correctly, guys.
Never knew I
Don't want to
had
screw it
such
up.
Power within me.
Oh, good. Reese got some training points. Not much to really invest in, though. Yeah, but hey, I'll go for luck. Or maybe I should put him towards something else. Kinda want to see what her luck skills actually do on this. No, her winning heal is actually really good. I highly recommend playing this version of the game. If you played the fan translation and the other version of this game, it's pretty good. Hey, little cactus. Found another one. Now we got 20 of them. Now our time to escape in battle is cut in half. Not that we'll ever be using that skill. I mean, how often do people actually run away from fights in an RPG? Although I did avoid a lot of the fights in Dragon Quest VIII because I was grinding on metal slimes, you see, and got really strong. So I didn't really have to do much fighting. Plus I wanted to save MP for the final boss, for the bosses. So I guess it's okay if you want to avoid fighting in RPGs. And sometimes you may want to avoid the
We have
fights.
to find the moonstone.
Although sometimes it's hard to avoid fights.
Forest, so I'm ready to go.
Anything over here? Let's scour the area. Hey, what's this? Carl's grave? Yeah, that's a Kevin story. That's part of Kevin's story. Yeah, I assume... Actually, I don't know. Not really sure what that is because I didn't play Kevin's story. Though in New Game Plus, you do get... If you beat the bonus boss at the end of the game, you get like a bonus. You get like bonus stuff. And you can choose new characters in New Game Plus in this one.
Targets cloud your judgment.
So you don't have to worry about that. Now these enemies are highly weak to light, as expected of creatures of the night.
That's how it's done.
I just wish that most games weren't just one type of enemy mostly one element of enemy over and over again. Seems like there's a lot of games that are just edgy dark attribute enemies. I kind of want to see more light attribute enemies in video games, you see?
I hate this forest, so I'm ready to go.
Right now, we're just grinding up on enemies and getting hopelessly lost. Took care of the beastmen.
Well fought.
Watch out for the AoE. They're pretty powerful. They're about like Kevin is.
Is that it? What a joke.
We need to follow the star on the map. And we're going around in circles. Don't worry, I'll get there eventually. Then we'll follow the story. By the way, I came up... Wait, we're going the wrong way. By the way, I came up with kind of a villain idea. It's a mad scientist who wanted to invent a teleportation machine, you see. Because he was hoping it would... He was hoping it would help people get around much easier than cars would. And he kind of wanted to cut it down on fossil fuels and stuff like that.
This enemy will fall
course,
easily. Save your
Of course, you're probably one. Of course, what happened... He was hoping it would replace fossil fuels, you see. Because fossil fuels are pretty dirty and dangerous and cause a lot of pollution, you see. Which is why he wanted to stop it. But, as you might imagine, things kind of went awry. And he kind of got merged with a... And what happened was the teleportation experiment went awry for the first time, and his DNA got jumbled up with a black fly.
This is
Now,
my
you're probably wondering what black flies are. They're a type of parasitic fly. Oh, watch out for the AoE. So what ended up happening is he got transformed into a monster that was thirsty for blood. Due to the black fly nature that took him over.
We have to find the moon's
But he retained his intelligence, though.
forest, so I'm ready to go.
Hey, don't worry about it. We're doing fine.
We should work together to defeat this
Besides, we need to grind up on enemies to get stronger. Yes, I call the villain Blackfly, by the way. He is inspired by the Fly, of course. You remember that movie? You might have heard of that movie.
That was hardly worth the trouble.
Where that scientist got turned into a half fly, half human monster. Of course, if you've never heard of it, that's okay. It's kind of a classic monster movie.
This enemy isn't even a threat.
I sure hope they don't remake it with worse special effects, by the way. So it might kind of be interesting to see a modern take on it. As long as it's pretty good.
Holy boom! How's that?
Good job on that holy boat, Miss Angela.
I was great.
Yeah, the flyer was basically about a teleportation experiment by a scientist that went awry and turned him into a half-fly, half-human monster. Which is very similar. Not gonna lie. In fact, it's pretty much the same. Alright, so should we talk to the Beastmen and their leader? We'll probably need Kevin in our party to do that. You see, the Beastmen have fallen under the influence of a chaos-loving clown. You know, a lot like Jeevel. Only he's not the haha funny chaotic, he's the serious evil chaotic. You know, the chaotic evil. Oh dude, this place looks intimidating. Damn, this place looks sick. Alright, let's be careful. Wait, what? Crimson Wizard? Oh no, it's Gormond.
You had no chance of defeating me!
Oh, that was satisfying. Oh, don't bother with those pesky Altanans. I'll take care of this mess. Ludger, please do return to the palace.
Damn, is Gorbon's a spooky, scary skeleton?
Yum, yum. What a veritable feast of souls for me today. Oh, delicious, delicious. I'd love to gobble them both up, but I suppose I must send one off to the masked mage. Our stores have run low, after all. We need many more souls to perform the forbidden magic if we intend to open the portal to the Sanctuary of Mana.
Yeah, he's after a sword, too.
Can't let my master know that I'm taking my own share of the spoils.
Yep, he's sending him off to be a slave. Oh, hey, Kevin.
Oh, if it isn't the no-good prince of Herolia. Have you returned home so soon?
Yes, to beat you up.
Lies! You lied! Said I could bring Carl back to life!
You believed him?
Fool! You are the one who fell for the falsehood. Such an innocent soul. You must taste sublime.
Yeah, by the way, Gorbon is the most dangerous of the three evil guys.
Oh, I'm so glad I turned that wolf pup Carl against you.
Beat him up, Kevin. Oh. He gets pwned rather easily.
Can't move!
I think you'll be my midnight snack. Shall I finish you off, just like your friend Carl? Ha! Finish you off in one gulp.
Stop this immediately!
Oh, now we show up. Okay.
Have you no manners? Can you not see you're interrupting my meal?
Yeah.
Ah! You! You are the weirdo who stole Heath away!
Beat him up, Charlotte.
Where is he? Where did you send him? Give him back right now, you meanie!
Yeah, he's like low now.
Ah! Where did this pipsqueak come from? Oh, wait. You were that twerp hanging around that fellow from Wendell. Oh, he's fine, dear.
Huh? Then where is he?
Well, by fine, I mean we've poisoned him with dark energy. Now he works for my master, Masked Mage, as the evil priest Tainted Soul. Oh, I just knew he had potential. Now Tainted Soul is second only to me in power at my master's court, Mirage Palace.
No! That can't be true! Not Heath!
Oh, well, Keith is missing and turned into a bad guy.
Ah, I don't have time for crying babies. You can join the princeling in my bed.
Or we can beat you up right now.
Wait! I'll take care of them.
Oh, wait.
I thought I saw that half-beast-man traitor Kevin in the forest. I am not letting him get away from me! First, I'll get rid of this filth. You can help me warm up for the main event!
Damn, you're like a...
Lovely. Be my guest.
Damn, son, you're like a wrestler.
Ah!
He even looks like a pro wrestler. Yep, we're gonna have to fight a furry. Yep, we're fighting the king of the furries, guys.
I bear you no grudge. However,
Watch out for his attack.
if you insist on standing in our way, I will defeat
Which is pretty
you.
cheap and hard to avoid. I did try to avoid it, honest. Damn, he's fast, too. Who knew furries were so powerful? Nope, 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 nope. Wanna get away. Oh, watch out. Alright, let me take... Here, you can have a mental boost. You can have a mental boost. You can have some defense.
What's your rank to protect? Protection.
Oh, he's kind of eyeing me next.
The strength to protect. Strengthen.
Man, he's really beating up. He's really beating up my guys, dude.
Strengthen. Not bad.
Watch out. Yeah, the Beast King is kind of tough. Not gonna lie. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. This is gonna hurt. Oof. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. You healed me. See, we're doing fine. We're beating him up. Alright, he's stunned. Alright, he's staggered. We can beat him up. Alright, right. Let's see, what was...
What a strong aura. Please be careful of his attacks. Prepare.
Whirlwind Spear, go! Nope, 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 I don't want to get caught in this. Damn, I got caught in
I
it.
will not fall.
Ouch, I got caught in that. Alright, we beat him. Damn, the King of Furries is pretty tough. Ooh, some training points. Get wrecked.
Just you wait! Ludger?
Kevin, I always hated you. Born a prince and specially trained in hand-to-hand combat by the king himself since you were young.
Ludger?
Hey, I don't hate you, dude.
I wanted the king to teach me what he taught you so badly. I loathed you and your good fortune. In the end, I was just another beast guard. Nothing more. No matter how hard I wished.
Well, use the elite furry then.
But you hated fighting. All that talent wasted. I couldn't forgive that. You had everything I wanted and you didn't even care. I wasn't gonna lose to such a worthless prince. And yet...
Ludger, you are strong. Strong enough to be king. Same as me.
Thanks, Kevin. Just keep getting stronger. Maybe in my next life, I'll be able to defeat you. Don't you dare lose.
Damn, he's dead. Alright, so when are we gonna do the dungeon? Oh. Hi, Luna.
You're Luna! The elemental of the moon!
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I've been waiting for your arrival. I will grant you my power.
Oh, thank you.
Luna! Help Ludger! Please! Help!
I'm afraid all I can do is grant his final wish.
Oh, okay. She turned him into a baby.
The only way to save him is to give him another chance in his next life. He will now be reincarnated.
Okay, cool.
What? Baby is
Yes.
Ludger?
Yes, he will grow big and strong, and one day come to challenge you again.
Okay. Baby Ludger. I'll wait. Challenge me anytime.
Is he going to be okay in the forest all alone? He's just a baby.
Yeah, Kevin, you should watch over him.
Oh. Babies are raised in the wild. The forest creatures take care of them until they are grown. Don't worry. He is safe. It is the Beast Man way.
That sounds reckless and very silly.
Where's the Mana Stone, Luna?
I swear.
The Moonstone is on the first floor of this tower. Mages from Altena came to try and activate its power, but Ludger and his guards managed to
But
protect
Gormon's
it.
going up there.
Then it's still inactive. But that weirdo Gormon from before is in the tower now. We should go after him, just in case.
Oh, that's pretty obvious.
I will stay nearby, in the forest. Keep other beastmen away from here. Good luck.
Goodbye, Kevin. Too bad you're not joining the party. Oh, half enemy HP? That sounds cool. Moonsaber absorb HP.
That Queep is going down. He took Heath away.
Okay, we'll go get Heath back, Miss Charlotte. Oh, woo. Heath got taken by a scary clown. So we have to get him back from the scary clown. And help make Charlotte get at peace, dude. Ooh, woo. Yo, it's the Mana Stone right up there. Yep, Gormand activated it pretty easily.
It's so strange to see the Moonstone just sitting here in the middle of a tower. I'm pretty sure this stone is the reason why it's always night in the surrounding forest.
Really? Okay.
How strange. Mana stones are very powerful. Wait. Gormond, that man from earlier. Did he not enter the tower? I do not
Wait,
see
man,
him.
he's clearly not human.
That man was pure evil. I felt it. But I don't feel anything right now. He must have left. I would be able to tell if he was still nearby.
Gormond is after the Sword of Mana. Just like Belladonna when she attacked Laurent and the Crimson Wizard from Altena. Everyone is fighting to open the portal to the Sanctuary
Yes,
of
I know.
Mana. If we leave things as they are, the mana of the world will continue to decrease. We must hurry and find the last elemental. We are so
Okay, let's go
close.
find it right now.
We still have to look for Dryad, the wood elemental. The Hero King suggested we ask the elfin... So, we should go to the hidden elf kingdom of Dior. It's in Lampbloom Woods.
Okay, I guess we'll head there right away. There's really nothing more here? Door is shut. Hey, little cactus, you're here. So what's my next prize that I'm gonna get? Best at the ends are free and 20% discount at the shop. That sounds really useful. I'd like that. It pays to keep your eyes open. Yeah, sadly, we don't have the class-changing item yet. We'll get them eventually, though. At least I hope so. I was kind of expecting a big, huge dungeon with multiple floors, but no. It's like, though, no. Maybe it'll open up later, and there'll be more to it. Which would be pretty interesting when Devlins, or whatever, they get released. And they're rampaging all over the world, and we have to stop them. Because we know that's going to happen. Yeah, when we reach the Sanctuary Mana, the enemies are probably going to get the Mana Sword and, like, kill it, and, like, become dictator of the world or whatever, and make it into an apocalyptic hellscape. Because of course they are. Uh-oh. Woo, furries? What's
It
this?
is unwise to get in our way.
Yeah, I'll stop down.
Okay.
Yeah, they're under the influence of Scary Clown.
You win.
Alright, let's phone this furry.
A triumph!
Alright, we got an item seed too. And we got a couple of level ups. May as well invest in a little bit of strength. Yeah, you can have more stamina for that HP up boost. Sadly, Defender 2 is kind of useless.
This enemy will fall easily. Save your strength.
The reason I chose Charlotte is because this is the first time I played this version of the game. And I never actually finished the first version of the game, which was on the collection of mana.
Victory is easy with reliable companions.
Sorry to say. Hey, look, there's a mana statue over there. We could use it to heal ourselves, but we're fine. Actually, you know what? Let's heal ourselves just in case. Even though the generic bomb should not be a problem for us. Right, also we're going the wrong way. I also was thinking of another villain idea, which was also a mad scientist. He was kind of experimenting on human and plant DNA to try and get people to photosynthesize. For what reason? Well, he wanted to solve world hunger, you see. Because he figured if people could live off the sun, water, and soil, they would need less food. And it would be able to solve world hunger.
All done.
Of course, as you know, things go awry when you try to do weird experimentation, especially on yourself. So it ended up turning him into a man-eating plant. And he murdered his family. But he did gain superpowers because of it, though. Fortunately, he's a man-eating plant now. Who wants to make more man-eating plants? Speaking of which, I'm also thinking of making a hero that's also a man-eating plant. Who is a good guy. So he's not a man-eating plant anymore. He did start off being a man-eating... You see, the hero I have in mind did start off being a man-eating plant who came in an invasion force from outer space to eat people. But he became a good guy. And became a good singer. As you might expect, that idea is based on Andre too. Sort of. I thought it was neat. You don't have to agree, of course. It's okay. Art is very subjective, and I really like quality art. as I'm sure you do. After all, quality does affect how good it is. I hope one day we're able to do... I hope one day everyone's able to do great quality art. I'm sadly not very good at art myself. I can write a little bit, but not really that great. I can't even get any stories done either. Oh well. So next we have... So what we have to do next is use the fairy flute to summon our guy. You know, the big turtle. That's a Mario enemy. Even though I know there's no giant turtles in Mario. But there was in Majora's Mask. Which there was a big turtle that helped you in that game too. It's pretty nice. I should probably play Majora's Mask, it's just that there's quite a bit of waiting around in Majora's Mask. And the version I'll be playing would be the N64 version, which while it is better than the remake, which kind of butchered it, in my opinion. I'm sure you probably don't agree with that. Higher chance of feeling good items. Ooh, intellect serum and luck serum. We're gonna save those for later.
Welcome.
Guess I'd like to save my progress. And what I'm gonna do off camera is just grind in the forest for a little bit. And hopefully get some more skill seed. Get some more item seeds. Maybe. Or not. Well, the thing with the question mark seeds is you want to get 6 of them. And once you get 6 of them, you just grow them. And you'll get the class change items. Very important that you don't use the class change items before hatching all 6 of them. That is, planting all 6 of them. Why did I say hatching? They're not eggs, they're seeds. Although eggs do help you grow plants if you plant eggshells in them. And the seed is basically like an egg, except it's for plants. Although I know that's not quite the same. Now, some seeds can be pretty good, like sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. They can be good to eat. You know, if you like seeds, that is. Of course, I can't recommend eating all plant seeds. Although you can eat maple and elm seeds. In fact, some of our top-tier food is basically plant seeds. Corn, rice, and wheat, all plant seed. That we use for various things that are very, very common all over the world. They're like the staples of all food, guys. Of course, item seeds are not quite like that. They hatch into items that you can get and level up your seed. Yeah, level up your plant plots to get bigger, better things. And do it. But make sure you get 6 question marks, triple question mark seeds. And don't use any of the class change items. You see, it's set so that if you have a class change item in your inventory, then you won't get any duplicates unless you've used them already. And there's a guaranteed 6 of them with the Devlin dungeons. So keep that in mind, okay? Anyway, goodbye.